Welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin. Let's get into the price action and see what's going on. So what we're talking about primarily is still looking for this possibility of this C wave to the downside here, looking for that potential that we are looking to form a wave 2 here. Now this could also be a B wave, so we need to just be aware that we could still see a single move to the upside and rejection, or if we are looking for a bigger move to the upside here, our target area for a third wave based off of coming down towards this zone here of this 0.618 would actually be here at this 51k region. So that's what we'll be looking out for on the bigger picture here to see if we're actually starting to have a bigger move to the upside. Now the other alternative is that we could have actually set a high into this point and we could be looking for a deep retracement. So we're keeping a track of the shorter term moves here, looking for that potential to see whether we can find a turnaround in this area. Now we did come back into this 50%, like I said previously, we came down to this 1-to-1 and we have started to move away. The problem is the way that we've moved away currently is not looking very impulsive. This potentially could turn into something impulsive, but we need to see the structure develop more to the upside. At the moment, my best interpretation of this, and this is my primary count, is actually that we're looking to break down in a 5-wave move, where this becomes 1, 2, looking for this as a 3, 4, and then a 5th wave to the downside. Now, invalidation of this would be here at this 27,666. Now, within this area here, what I'm looking for is the possibility to actually start to break to the downside. So we're looking for that potential of a 4th wave here, and we've actually come up into the zone here where we could look for rejection. We've already come past this 382. We do have this 0.3, this 0.5 slightly higher up here, but that would actually be above our invalidation point. So if we do move up to this 0.5, which is sitting here at this 27,743, it would actually invalidate this way that we're currently counting the move. So we're going to have to just see if we actually get a rejection off this zone and whether we actually look to break down. Now, above us, we do have some key zones that we could face rejection of. We have the center line of this channel, which is sitting here towards this 27,620. Then we also have some other areas within this yellow box. Now this yellow box is a potential zone that we could look to get some rejections off of. So within this zone, what I've got here is a couple of areas that I'm keeping an eye on. Now we have the 0.382 of the whole move to the downside, which is currently sitting up here towards this zone of this 27,683. We also have some daily and some weekly levels that are points of control that haven't been touched before here. So the bottom line here would be this 27,497. So this would be a naked point of control, and then also above here we have a naked point of control towards this zone of this 27,666. So I'm looking for that potential that we could see a reaction off this level. We also do have this high here, which we could fail to as a swing. Now this is sitting towards this zone here of this 27,635. At the moment we just have a 3-wave move to the upside, and this internal leg here is still looking corrective. So I'm not really looking at this as an impulse at the moment, though we will discuss the possibility of it possibly turning into one. So I'm still looking for that potential as long as we remain below this zone of this 27,666 for that possibility to have additional leg to the downside. Now, I also haven't written off that idea that we could have a flat here, so we need to just discuss that. This is still a possible count here where we could actually be looking at something more like this playing out, where we have this as a wave to the downside. You're looking at this as an A, a B, and then we're looking for a C wave to the upside. The problem that I have currently is the structure is not looking very convincing to the upside as an impulse. Like I said, we can start to develop as an impulse here, but the internals of this leg are not making much sense as an impulse if it is one, in fact, just because of the way that we just seem to have a 3-wave move to the upside here. Now it can always turn into one. We'll go over that in a second. But what we're looking for within this is looking for that C wave to potentially come back up into this zone of this 30,663 if it's going to be expanding to this 241. If it's going to be a running flat, however, we do have this zone in the middle here, which is towards the zone of this 28,710. Now, this is quite an interesting area here. I also have this marked up. Now, the reason why I have this marked up is we have a couple of levels within here, and basically what I'm looking at within this zone is Off of the shorter term move to the downside, we have a 0.786, which sits up here. So that's based off of this move to down here. Now, also, what we have here is of this overall move, we have this golden pocket, which also sits in this range between the zone of this 28,922 and this higher area here of this 29,000 area. We also have some monthly naked point of controls here at this 28,600, and then we also have a daily naked point of control here at this 28,920. So this could be quite a key zone if we do move up into this. So the reason why I think this is an interesting area is we also have this 1-to-1 of this A wave in this zone. We have the channel. And then obviously if we do push up high enough here, we also have the center channel line here. So this could be quite an interesting area to see how we react. If we do look to push up higher past this yellow box area, we do have a couple of swing potentials off of these highs that we could see as a swing failure. And then we could actually look to break to the downside. So we need to just be aware of that. We do also have an area which is just below us here towards this zone of this 24,800 to this 24,750. And within here, we have a weekly and a daily naked point of control as well. So that would be this little zone down here. So if we do actually break down one more time, potentially we could see a move into this area. This would also actually bring us into this channel line and, potentially come to test some of these previous highs here. So this is why I'm keeping an eye on this level. If we do look to break down here, this could be quite an interesting level to actually keep an eye on. Now, within this C wave, what we'd be looking for is the potential that we're actually starting to form a 5-wave move. And what we'd want to see is something like this. So if I come in here, at the moment, it's just looking like a 3-wave move to the upside, potentially because of the, especially because of the correctiveness of this move here. We could argue that this is W, X, and Y into this point, in which case this could actually be an A, a B, and then we're looking for a C wave, or alternatively, we could say this would be 1, and then our wave 2 would be potentially into this area. But then what we'd need to see is we'd have to see a bigger move to the upside here, looking to target out this area here of this 28,525 as a third wave. The current structure is not suggesting that. This is looking very much like a move that's coming into completion here, where we could argue that this is WX. We could potentially get one more push to the upside here to complete this, where this becomes A, B, and C, in which case what we'd be looking for would be towards that 1-to-1 area, which is sitting towards this area of this 27,700. Now, we do have some other zones here which could fall short in that area. So that 0.854 would actually be here at this 27,580. And then obviously this swing high here is going to be quite interesting if we do actually move back into here, because this would bring us back, like I said, into this channel, into a couple of these key levels. So this could be a zone we actually get a rejection off of. We'll have to keep an eye on it, but at the moment I am still treating it as a corrective move here. If we start to break up towards this zone of this 28,525, potentially we can look for this as a third wave. Now, what we will need to be look on the lookout for here, if we're looking for this to break away, is the possibility of having a 3-wave move back to the downside. If we form this as a single move up, we get a 3-wave move down, and we find support in this zone here. Let me just change this to that. In this zone of this 27,137 to this 26,900, we can still look to potentially break up. Now, the invalidation of this would be by taking this low here at this 26,726. If we take this B wave low here, it becomes less likely we are going to see this continuation up, and we'd have to just treat this as a corrective move. Like I said, primarily I'm looking for this as a 4th wave. I want to see if we get another leg to the downside as a 5th, but if we do form a 3-wave move, and we break down here, find support above this 26,900, then we can still look to potentially break to the upside here. So we're going to have to keep an eye on these levels, see how the moves actually progress, and we'll go from there. If we do actually look to break down one more time, like I said, we're going to have that possible area that we're looking for, which is looking for this zone of this 25,525 to this 25,089. That would be a typical 5th wave location. Invalidation, like I said, comes above this 27,666. 6. If we do break up back above this 27,666, we need to be on the lookout that this could actually be looking to progress up into this higher area here towards this 29,136 to this 28,593. Now, if we do move into this zone, we're going to have to see how exactly we do it. If it is just in a 3-wave move, then it opens up the possibility that this could actually just be an A wave, we get a B wave, and then we still look for a C wave to the downside. Or alternatively, if we start to develop a 5-wave move to the upside and we start to take out this B wave high here, which is sitting at this 30K region, we'd have to be on the lookout for that possibility of this move as a flat correction here, and then we'd have that potential to have this as A, B, and then looking for a C wave again, looking to actually come back and retest this bottom channel line here. So this is what I'm looking out for. Really, as long as we stay within this channel, we need to be careful that this could just extend out and continue to move to the downside after a small push to the upside. But yeah, I do think we've got quite a big level ahead of us here. We need to see how this reacts. If we maintain this low, potentially we can look to continue to the upside. If we start to lose this low here, I would be looking for that potential of a 5-wave move starting to the downside, in which case this 25,525 to this 25,089 would be a zone that we are looking at. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to Discord. Why not come check it out? It's free to join. Everyone, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.